And by the way, after you saw that last story about people skiing out in parts of the interior west at the higher elevations, northeast Minnesota had temperatures in the upper 20s a couple of weeks ago. That's the latest on record. They have had those. And also there have been some places out in the west. It's not too unusual in early June at the higher elevations, around 7,000 feet or so, to have some snow. But they've had some out there in late June. And again, July would be interesting if they had snow out there as far as actual snowfall, because not many places at all have actually recorded snowfall in the month of July out west. As far as rainfall, there was a little activity down here near Bonifay that has moved off to the west-southwest, and that is no longer around the area. And we don't expect really any showers to develop. Maybe there could be a few developed down there around 10, 11 o'clock this morning as pop-up showers. But otherwise, most of the winds will be coming from the north, the directional winds. Temperatures around the state are pretty much in the 70s, and that's where the rain will come from, especially in the afternoon. Dew point at 73, again, oppressive, humid. But again, that's good news to get some rain showers and rain thunderstorms out of this. So the question is, how much rain do we get out of it? Again, it may be spotty for a day or two, but it looks like as we go through the period, we'll see more and more rain, and chances will be even better next week to see some more, let's say, measurable rainfall up around an inch or two. I don't think it would be too unusual. In fact, I think most of us will probably see 1 to 2 inches of rain by this time next week, and probably quite a few of us may see more. Still will be, because of those high humidity levels, pretty humid out there. Be careful with the heat index. Rain chances actually start to look better as we get into late July into the month of August. So this trend of dry weather, again, this is not a southeastern drought. It has just been a weird little situation that's affected the southeastern part of Alabama, and that seems to be even shrinking now, but we're still, including the Dothan area, we're kind of in the middle of that. But if you get too far, about 20 miles away from Dothan in any direction, it's still dry, but it's not as dry as it is in the Dothan area. This high pressure to the west is good news, because as that moves, that creates what's called a weakness in between the high to the west and occasionally high to the east, and that means a lot of moisture can accumulate here and then turn in with the daytime heating to showers and thunderstorms. And when you get on the eastern side of these big high pressure systems, you get that northerly flow, and quite often they will bring showers, even some strong thunderstorms down, and that looks to be the case over the next several days. Again, you see the nice cluster of tropical activity coming off Africa, but this is very cold water in the Atlantic on the eastern side, always is. It's a polar current that comes down from the north, and that really knocks a hole in these clusters of showers and thunderstorms until they get back into the warmer waters. This is the type of season we don't really expect much activity until we get to mid-August. Still maybe some activity near the coastlines of the southeastern U.S. may develop and move inland, but that would be as a depression at worst. This is Hurricane Barbara, should be downgraded to, if not already, to a tropical storm, and then will turn west, head toward Hawaii as a tropical storm, maybe even a depression. Another one way off to the bottom right of your screen, that will become Cosme. That will move off to the west, northwest, stand away from Mexico also. This is what we're looking at as far as the next, 2 to 3 days as far as getting the satellite and the radar. And you see, as we get in the afternoon, you do see this activity starting to turn from the north. And again, Foster Fest this evening could have a few showers around the area. Be aware of that. And you'll see that as we get in the little closer view on this, that much better chance of seeing those showers as we go through the afternoon hours. Highs pretty much in the mid-90s, but look, by the time we get to the late afternoon, early evening, you do see a few greens around the area. So indeed, there will be some showers, and they may continue all the way up into the early morning hours. And that process will repeat as we go through the day on Saturday. This is the little closer in view coming up here, and it pretty much shows the same thing. Now, these are the rain forecasts. Again, this goes for about a day and a half. Further west, generally speaking, a little bit more rain. Further east, a little bit drier. But again, this could be a little bit off, but you notice the purples and reds, especially down toward Tallahassee, and we'll see some of that ourselves over the next several days. Today, we'll get up to right around 94 degrees with a 60% chance of showers and thunderstorms. North wind variable 4 to 9 miles an hour. And the extended forecast shows rain chances could be as little as 40%, could be as high as 70%. All in all, that looks pretty good. We'll keep it at 50 to 60 over the next week, and highs pretty much around 92 to 96, but around 93, 94 generally during that period.